So Fletcher is one of those really amazing, I'd say, Renaissance guys who seems to have this ability to do everything. I think he even cooks, which is pretty scary. In addition to being what I would say pretty amazing businessman, he's a heck of a philanthropist, good community advocate. He has started 2 companies in Tucson, now he's on his 3rd. The first one was Providence, and a little tiny company, operating in about 30 or 40 states, about $1 billion north of that in revenues. And then he, gets out of that, moves on from that and creates Sinfonia. And again, story's the same. Fletcher has an interesting way of the way he creates companies, and he dials his employees in as a piece of ownership. So he has a very interesting, I think, business philosophy and kind of the way that he does things. And he just empowers people to go and make stuff happen. His latest venture is U of A Ventures, which is designed to spin technologies off of the University of Arizona. I printed off the Scout Oath and the Scout Law, and I was thinking about my pal Fletcher, and I gotta tell you, I was thinking about what is a Scout? They're trustworthy, they're loyal, they're helpful, they're friendly, they're courteous, they're kind, they're obedient, they're cheerful, they're thrifty, they're brave, they're clean, they're reverent. I'm gonna tell you right now, Fletcher is 11 of those 12 things. I'm gonna let the audience pick out which one is not. I'm kidding, of course. I think Fletcher's got all 12 of those things. Probably one of my favorite stories about Fletcher probably has to do with Rio Nuevo. Rio Nuevo, even after the state took it over for the first couple of years, was not doing well for a number of reasons. I used to joke with Fletcher and I'd say, dude, you need to come join us at Rio Nuevo before we totally screw this up. I didn't plan for that to be a self-fulfilling prophecy, but I'm really glad that Fletcher came and joined us. He's a guy that you can just count on. He just looks at things very differently. He's a hard guy to keep up with. As I like to say, in my role at Rio Nuevo, I get a front row seat to brilliance.
It's 2012 and Fletcher's punching me under the table. We're on the rooftop of the playground, and we're surrounded by the U of A deans who have been invited to this rooftop dinner by Jan Cervelli, who is our board chair. And the reason that Fletcher continues to nudge me and punch me under the table is we can't believe what's happening. We're surrounded by the heads of all the colleges of the university downtown, something that neither one of us in our lifetimes ever thought would happen. Tucson Electric Power Building had been completed. The big flag is waving in this breeze. The sun is setting, there's shadows everywhere, and there's people on the streets. Some of those people had been brought in by Second Saturdays, which Fletcher and myself and a couple others had started a year and a half before. And we're both giddy as schoolboys. People are on the streets. The Tucson Electric Power Building's done, and we're surrounded by the deans of the university downtown. And Fletcher is giddier than I am. He's a bit of a goofball. He bounced into my office one day telling me that they've just set up drums and speakers and amplifiers in his office because he was going to start a band. He drives this killer old truck into downtown, this old restored red vintage truck. And the guy loves the Three Stooges. And the fact that he was like a 10-year-old that night, like both of us were like 10-year-olds, we were so excited, is one of his most endearing qualities. He's a great role model for the Boy Scouts. Much of what happened downtown happened because of either his personal generosity or because he took the time to sit down with groups and mentor them, made contacts for them. He was the right guy at the right time. He made things happen, and for that, the community owes him a great debt of gratitude. This is a very special award, and in the words of wisdom of those 3 great American philosophers, Larry, Moe, and Curly, yuck, yuck, yuck. Congratulations, Fletcher.
Fletcher McCusker, congratulations on your Good Scout Award. You've come a long way since 72 or 73, when I picked up your car you were leasing from Jim Click Ford. And we had a great conversation about future, and look what you've done. Professionally, you have built 2 great companies, and you've probably given more time, energy, and effort back to this community. And for what you've recently done for the Rio Nuevo and downtown, you were involved in downtown before there was anybody doing it. So thanks for all you've done for our community. Congratulations on this wonderful award for being a really good scout and a really great friend. Thanks, Fletcher.
Fletcher, on the behalf of all of us downtown and myself in particular, congratulations on this very special award from an outstanding organization. You totally deserve it, and you totally changed the direction of downtown Tucson. Congratulations again.
So Fletcher, I just want to say congratulations. You know, there's 2 things that we've always said. Go big or go home. And as it relates to what we're doing downtown, if we had any money, we'd be dangerous. We now are getting ready to have some money, so get ready to be dangerous. I can't wait to have a chance to work with you in the coming years. You know we're pals. Always appreciate what you've done. You're a lucky fellow, and this community is really lucky to have you. Thanks for all you do.